Last month was certainly mild compared to average, and we didn't have much snow. But the comment I got the most about March was about how windy it was. Now, climatologically, March is the windiest month on average in most of Pennsylvania. Here's the average wind speed for each month for Harrisburg, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton area, which kind of samples the whole state. The maximum at all of these places is in March, though in Wilkes-Barre, March and April are pretty close. The weakest winds of the year, on average, come in late summer in August. Fundamentally, wind is caused by horizontal differences in air pressure, known as the pressure gradient. You can gauge how large the pressure gradient is by looking at isobars, lines of equal pressure. The closer together they are, the bigger the difference in pressure and the faster the winds. Notice as we squeeze the isobars closer together, the wind speed picks up. One way to create differences in air pressure is through differences in temperature. And in March, as winter transitions to spring, temperature changes usually come fast and furious. Now, the truth is, wind speeds last month in the state were actually a bit weaker than average. But there were many rapid changes in pressure, which led to a few notably windy days. Here's a look at the ups and downs of air pressure at Harrisburg in March, a good bellwether for the state. Whenever this graph slopes up or down sharply, that's a time when pressure was changing fast, suggesting a large pressure gradient. Now let me put a vertical line at the times of some of the fastest winds during the month. They correlate pretty well with the times when the pressure line is steepest, especially when pressure was going up fast, which usually means that a colder air mass was returning. Now, March was much warmer than average across the entire Northeast, and indirectly this helped make it windy. For example, here, almost all of Pennsylvania was between 4 and 8 degrees above average during the month. Now, in spring, low-level warmth promotes instability because the chill of winter hangs on higher up. And this setup of warmth beneath lingering chill is a recipe for lots of up and down motions in the lower atmosphere. Now, that's important because in spring, winds often increase pretty quickly just above the surface. The vertical motions mix some of those faster winds down, which increases wind speeds near the ground. It's kind of like using tongs to mix dressing more uniformly in a salad. Here, the up and down motions are the tongs, and the faster winds are the dressing. Hal Borland, longtime editorial writer for the New York Times, said it well when he wrote, "March's wind can be as cold as February, as warm as May. It is the voice of seasons in transition. So we take the buffeting. Before we can have spring, winter must be torn to tatters." Stay tuned. The extended forecast is next.